Hello, and today I'm going to continue with the last part of seminar 13. So here is the assignment from the seminar blank. You already know there is a linear facility section from point A to point B, and we have detailed points at distance 20 meters. So determine the heights of the detailed points by loop leveling line, which I have discussed in the previous videos. Here are all the measurements in application 1. Um, you have the measurement scheme, and it is in application 2. I'm going to send this application now, and you also have this scheme on the PowerPoint presentation. And it is important here to see that the height of the benchmark, which is our reference point, you need to calculate from your faculty number. For this assignment, you need to write down the results of the field measurements, and this you should do here in application 1 with height of the benchmark from your faculty number, and you have to calculate all the heights of the points. And next you need to draw the longitudinal profile and the scales for distances and the scales for elevations. As I said in the lecture, they are different. They are in relation 1 to 10. So the scale for distances in our case is going to be 1 to 1000, and the scale for the elevations is going to be 1 to 100. So here is an example of a longitudinal profile. Here we have the title of the drawing. Here you need to write down the scales, the two scales for the distances and for the elevations. And here is the table. In our table we are going to have informations about the terrain elevations, about the number of the points, the distances between the detailed points. We have meters, 0 from the beginning of our section, and then to the end of the section of point B, and some kind of situation. In our case it is a straight line, so the situation is going to be the line between points A and B. So what you should do: firstly, you need to draw the places of the points. We are starting from point A. We don't draw in the longitudinal profile the benchmark. We use the benchmark only to determine the heights of the points. So here the first point is going to be the beginning of our linear section. So this is point A. Then at distance 20 meters, you need to draw the location of the next point, which is going to be point 1. So here, if I draw a circle, this circle is going to be with, just a second, is going to be with radius 20 meters. So again, at distance 20 meters is going to be the next point, and again distance 20 meters is going to be the other point, till the end at point B. Here is the end. After that, you can write at the first row the terrain elevations. These elevations are going to be the values that you have calculated here in application 1. These are the heights of the points. So you have calculated these values here, and you can write down the values in this first row of the table of our longitudinal profile. Then you need to draw the heights in this direction here, but you need to remember that the heights we are drawing in scale 1 to 100, and the distances, sorry, 1 to 100, yes, the distances are in scale 1 to 1000 in this direction, and the heights in scale 1 to 100 in this direction. I'm going to delete this panel here. So to draw the heights of the points, firstly we need to write down here the initial elevation or the base elevation, because if we want, for example, to draw 15.000 meters here in scale 1 to 100, is going to be a very, very big line, and we cannot draw it in paper. So we need to reduce all of these elevations to reduce to a number that is called base elevation. How to choose your base elevation? You need to see all of your terrain elevations to see which one is the lowest value, and you need to choose the base elevation to be number that is going to be lower than your lowest elevation. It is going to be some round number, for example 14, or it also can be 13.5 or something like this. So in my case I have chosen the base elevation to be 14. It is lower than these elevations that I have here. And now I need to reduce all of these numbers with my base elevation. So this terrain elevation minus this is going to be 1 meter, okay? It is 1 meter. I need to draw 1 meter in scale 1 to 100, so it's going to be a line with length 10. 1 meter multiplied by 10, because the relation between the scales distances to elevations is 1 to 10. So I'm drawing, for example, I'm going to delete this. I'm drawing a circle with radius 10 meters, and it is right above the first point here that I have drawn. I need to draw this elevation. The next one, the terrain elevation minus the base or the initial elevation, it is going to be 1 meter, 0.504 multiplied by 10. It is going to be a line with length this 15.04, and so on for all of your points. Finally, if I delete this line, finally you will have the elevations looking like this. I have drawn some, but you need to draw to the end of the linear section at point B, and you need to connect all of these points with a black line. This is the terrain line which we have the longitudinal profile of our linear section AB. So this is the sign. I'm going to send you this drawing. You can use it. You can use the table here and to draw the elevations of your longitudinal profile with your measurements from application 1. If you have any questions, you can write me an email. If you don't understand something of this seminar, and if you don't have questions, you can send me the application 1 filled with your values, and then the longitudinal profile to check what you have drawn. Goodbye, have a nice day.